Due to the term gypsy having often been used in a derogatory way, what was once called gypsy jazz is now more frequently called jazz manouche. Manouche, which means man or human in the Romani language, refers to a specific clan to which the pioneering guitarist Django Reinhardt belonged. It was Reinhardt and his fellow musicians, including the French violinist Stéphane Grappelli, and their fellow members in the Quintet du Haut Club de France, that popularized the music worldwide during and after the Second World War. And jazz manouche remains popular to this day. With us in the studio are bassist Sylvain Gagnon, guitarist Antoine Richard, and drummer Tobe Kushiator to tell us more about their upcoming album focusing on the genre.
Okay, Tobe, Antoine, Sylvain, welcome to The Works.
Thank you.
So you are all here as the trio known as Gypsasia. I want to start by talking about this. How did you guys first meet and what inspired you to form this trio?
First, I heard of a French guy that just arrived in Hong Kong. That was him. And he played very good manouche, which is the gypsy music from France. And I love that music. So naturally, all the musicians know each other in Hong Kong. It's a small community. And we get hired. We hire each other. And then we ended up on the same stage. And Tobe also, you know.
Right.
So we got together and played many gigs, all kinds of gigs.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's how you've formed. But then what was the inspiration behind forming an actual trio to play this kind of music?
Well, trio is easier to book. And there's, I guess, it's an easy format, very easy format. You know, like usually the guitar takes the lead, so it's easy to accompany, you know.
Okay.
Some songs I can take the lead also, but mostly it's based around guitar, like
it's a guitar-driven kind of music.
Gypsy music is like that.
Well, let's talk about the music itself. So people know jazz, but when they think of the term gypsy or gypsy jazz, what exactly is gypsy jazz?
In general, it's the instrumentation is two guitars. So there is a rhythm guitar, which is taking the role of the drum, and there is a guitar for soloing. There is a violin for doing the melody and solo.
Well, maybe we can go back to a bit of history. When the Persians invaded north of India, they brought their own music, so that's why North Indian music is different than the Southern Indian. But many musicians immigrated from North India and moved to Europe, and they brought their music with them, and every country brought their own influences on those musicians and their descendants, and they created gypsy music from different countries like Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, Czech Republic, etc. In France, they have manouche, flamenco in Spain. So generally, it's music that is popular. But the real gypsy people, even in France nowadays, they still live in a caravan. And they just, you know, live like this, in like a bit like bums, you know. They just play guitar and enjoy life, you know, and out of the society.
Right.
Yeah, but of course the top ones, they tour around the world all the time. It's a very happy music, easy listening.
Cool. And you know, recently, or actually, you've been working on an album in these past few years that's going to be released soon. So tell me about this album and what took you guys so long to release the album.
Right. We recorded this album in 2018 with a drummer, fantastic drummer Laurent Robin. But this album stayed in the computer during a few years. Fortunately, we decided to release it recently.
Yeah, the events of 2019 and COVID, you know, forced us to delay the coming out of it, you know.
Okay.
But now everything is right.
So the album is going to come out soon. Yeah. And tell us a bit more about the album. What can people hear on the repertoire of the album itself?
The principal author is Django Reinhardt, of course. You know, he's like the father of manouche. Manouche, which is the French gypsy version. Like flamenco is the Spanish one, you know, and so on. You know, every country has their own version.
Sure.
what came, well, Gypsasia, because we all met in Asia, and we played we did a small tour in Southeast Asia, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand twice.
And on the actual album itself, you mentioned that it's very primarily Django Reinhardt, but in terms of just styles, is it any differences in the repertoire on the album?
Yes, there's a couple of songs that come from Eastern Europe that are totally different than Django. And it's great also, it brings another color, but it's always gypsy and fun to play and happy.
Right.
People want to
And it's always
dance,
quite
you know?
upbeat and always
Yeah.
driving, right?
Yeah, there's a few slower songs, but in general, pretty driving. Yeah.
Very nice. And
Yeah.
Tobe, let me ask you, what's it like playing in this Gypsasia trio?
Fun. It's a lot of fun, a lot of freedom, a lot of idea. Sometimes playing in a trio, as a drummer, I feel more free, and things are coming really easy, and you have more idea, you want to explore more. So having this trio is something very nice. I don't know how to describe it actually. Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
And so with the album coming out, can you tell us what plans you have for the actual release itself? Will there be a tour? What are your plans?
Well, there's several avenues that we're checking, even Africa, through the Alliance Française, China, Southeast Asia, Europe. We're exploring the avenues.
So finally, with all this talk of manouche or gypsy music, is there a piece that we can hear from the trio today?
Yes, we are going to play today a song from Django Reinhardt called Micro.
Very nice. Okay, so Gypsasia, thank you for coming in. I look forward to hearing Micro.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.